Good evening, I'm Camelia and this is Kini News. Zahid Hamidi has commented on Anwar Ibrahim's remarks on Najib's 1MDB apology. When quizzed by reporters, he said a good leader should accept apologies from anyone. Deputy Prime Minister Ahmad Zahid Hamidi has praised Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim as being a good leader. This was reportedly over his acceptance of former Premier Najib Abdul Razak's apology for the 1MDB scandal. According to Newstrace Times, Zahid said a good leader should accept apologies from anyone, and UMNO stands by the statement made by UMNO's Secretary General Ashraf Wajdi Dusuki. Zahid said they believed Najib was misled by somebody and a group of people, and this matter should be taken seriously. He added that they should not continue to be suspicious or make various interpretations of this matter. He was quoted as saying that they know Najib's statement was issued following witness testimony in court, and it was only realized by him after the witness gave their testimony. Najib issued his apology on Thursday last week, but maintained his innocence. Instead, he claimed he had been misled and should not be held legally responsible. The following day, Anwar said he welcomed Najib's apology, but many, including allies and activists, criticized his response. Anwar's aide Muhammad Kamil Abdul Munim had stressed that Anwar's response to the apology should not be construed as an attempt to soften the blow caused by the 1MDB scandal. While we are on the topic of 1MDB, Najib is expected to find out tomorrow whether he will be acquitted or will need to enter his defense over the case. Here's more on that. The Kuala Lumpur High Court will decide tomorrow on whether Najib Abdul Razak will walk free or must answer 25 counts of abuse of power and money laundering involving 2.27 billion ringgit from 1MDB. The ruling comes just after Najib's statement last week where he apologized over the 1MDB debacle while still maintaining his innocence. Judge Colin Lawrence Sukwira will be delivering the verdict at 9 a.m. tomorrow. If he finds the prosecutors failed to establish a case that Najib needs to answer, then Najib would be discharged and acquitted from the charges. However, if the court finds that the prosecution succeeded in establishing prima facie, then it would order the former finance minister to enter his defense. Najib was first charged on September 20th, 2018 over the case, and his trial began on August 28th, 2019. The prosecution closed its case on May 30th this year, 6 years after Najib's first court date in the case. In conjunction with Malaysia Kini turning 25 from now to 30th November, you can subscribe or renew your Malaysia Kini package with 25% off. Click the link in the description below or scan the QR code on your screen to enjoy this exclusive offer. Next, we have a different court case. Dr. Mahathir Mohamad testified in court today that he filed a civil action against Zahid as he had a responsibility to his political party and country. Dr. Mahathir Mohamad testified today that if he was a mere kacang putih seller by the roadside, he would not have sued Deputy Prime Minister Ahmad Zahid Hamidi for defamation. However, he pointed out that he filed the civil action as he was the chairperson of Bersatu then and had a responsibility to the political party and country. He said this while testifying in the civil court hearing of his suit over the allegation of the existence of an identity card bearing the name Mahathir Anak Lelaki Iskandar Kuti. In his testimony before the Kuala Lumpur High Court, Mahathir claimed that Zahid's 2017 remark over the alleged identity card was defamatory, as it was a political maneuver which was vicious, malicious, a bad bluff, and a lie. During cross-examination by Zahid's counsel Shahrul Fazli Kamarul Zaman, Mahathir said the defendant's statement was meant to undermine him as a then opposition figure in the lead-up to the 14th general election in 2018. Previously, in his statement of defense, then Home Minister Zahid denied that his remark in 2017 was malicious, slanderous, or harmed Mahathir's public reputation. Zahid claimed the name on the IC referred to an individual based on an old copy of an identity document. Former DAP leader Ronnie Liu is hoping to convince Akmal Saleh to stop making racial statements. He revealed that he had contacted Zahid Hamidi to try and arrange a meeting with Akmal. Former DAP Assembly Person Ronnie Liu hopes to stop UMNO Youth Chief Dr. Muhammad Akmal Saleh from making racial statements. In a post on Facebook, he said he has contacted UMNO President Ahmad Zahid Hamidi to seek his help to arrange a meeting with Akmal over the flag-waving issue. He added that the objective of the meeting is to discuss the importance of racial and religious harmony in the country and to try to stop Akmal from making racial statements. Liu is also hoping to persuade Akmal to cease making unnecessary attacks on the Chinese community and to avoid severing the amiable ties between Malaysia and China. He said it's for the good of Akmal as an up-and-coming politician, his party and Malaysia as a whole. Liu's requests came following a controversy during a parade in Teluk Intan last week in which the organizer, Guangdong Cultural Association, apologized for Chinese nationals waving their country flags at the event. In response to this, Akmal called for a stop to playing up sensitivities in the country. He said they are tired of apologies and want concrete action and consequences for these acts. Liu is an advisor to the Guangdong Cultural Association. Ong In Keong, the deaf e-hailing driver who had been assaulted, has claimed that he had not been contacted by any politicians over the issue. He said nobody had offered any assistance. In the past, Pakatan Harapan politicians were seen as being defenders of the oppressed and as those who fought for justice. However, it was a different story for deaf e-hailing driver Ong In Keong, who is still waiting for the police officer who assaulted him outside the St. Regis Hotel in Kuala Lumpur on May 28th to be hauled to court.
No, none, nothing, no one. No one invited me, or no one come to my house to visit me. No one called. No. Zero.
Ong also expressed disappointment over Anwar's statement that some cases took time when quizzed on his assault.
No. It's all talks only. It's empty promises. This case is very clean cut. It's very clear. Evidence is shown, evidence is given. There's no hidden proof. The proof all been shown, but yet no outcome.
When asked if he had a message for Anwar since the Prime Minister too had been a victim of injustice and assault, this was what he said.
I want you to help solve this case until it comes to a close. Because it's been 5 months. It seems that they are delaying the work that's supposed to be done to investigate, to get this case to a complete. And that's my hope, that our PM would do something about it.
Ong was assaulted while he was seated in his car waiting for passengers outside the hotel when Johor Region Tunku Ismail Sudan Ibrahim was also present at the venue. His assailant was part of the region's security detail. The latter has also called for a thorough investigation and justice to be served. The incident was caught on a dashcam recording, which has been submitted to the police and the Prime Minister's office. Police submitted their investigation papers to the Attorney General's chambers twice, on June 5th and July 27, but there has been no development since then. Hassan Karim has written a poem to question what happened to all the things he spent years struggling for. He highlighted that strange things were happening and asked where the struggle was heading. PKR lawmaker Hassan Abdul Karim, who has a reputation for speaking uncomfortable truths, appears to be at a crossroad. In a poem titled, "I Am Questioning Myself Again," he wondered where the struggle was heading. According to Hassan, the struggle has lost its values and noble ambitions. He pointed out that now strange things are happening. According to him, amid efforts to retain power, many things are now being permitted. The corrupt are freed, and the kleptocrats' apology is welcomed. Without going into details, he said there are discounts and the lowering of prices in sentences. He added that soon, the house arrest bill would be tabled in Parliament where the sovereignty of law is upheld. Reflecting if this is the nation he had dreamed of, Hassan asked, "Is this what we spent years struggling for?" When tabling Budget 2025 on October 18th, Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim mentioned that a house arrest bill was being drafted, sparking speculation that it could be related to former Premier Najib Abdul Razak, who is serving a 6-year prison term and embroiled in other legal proceedings related to the 1MDB scandal. Previously, when asked if the law would allow house arrest for Najib, government spokesperson Fahmi Fadzil said it has nothing to do with any individual. He added that we need to adapt to the times as there are many other countries embracing restorative justice. That is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to KiniTV.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook for the latest news updates. I'm Camelia. Thanks for watching.